Hello, everybody. Na good morning, no. A good meji, yaya mefa. Yes, ke. Yeah, so I get very interesting life on us today. You know, I happy say Nigerian professionals are ready to fight discrimination in their own land. We have to fight discrimination in our own land. Cannot agree for outsiders to come to our land and discriminate against us with the connivance of anybody helping them, and then they say we don't from supermarket. I been only supermarket now enter. Make no go be only supermarket now go pay me. Make it no be only supermarket. Let's not liberate just one supermarket. I want to tell you all the places Europeans have blocked you from. You foreigners have blocked you from your own country that you cannot enter. So that you people can be ready to enter there. Since we are ready to fight discrimination. Except as I said, that lie that they always that lie that they always like, that lie that they like, that lie that they always like lie that they lie again. But before I start, I penned down some little things what I want to talk about. You know, before we push into the white privilege issue. Anytime I look internet, Eze talks something yesterday, and I have to ask you people, you educated professionals, graduates, master degree holders, PhD holders of Nigeria, why they say anytime when they show somebody online, we just day by himself build car, day by himself build something, just arrange car where they move, just build one kind of thing, or make one kind of television, or make one kind of radio. Any time when we show that kind of thing for social media, it will be one kind of small picking or illiterate when you go to university. Why be saying that uneducated Nigerians when they for street, they build things? What's happening? Eze asked me this thing yesterday. So what did they teach you that inside that with that school? When we say that boys when they for street, they build car. They teach them how to repair. Okay. Eze way ask the question, don't give me answer. Say they only teach people how to repair. Inside that school, now how to repair, they teach you that. Because it's only outside. On the streets, I see people try to build something. I see people try to build something. They go build car, and I not go see help them. Will not be saying when they build the car finish. You go see say all the for that their state, the engineering faculty go gather their best students, their professor. They go carry that person, give them honorary admission. No say this is a genius. Carry and enter their middle. I beg, teach us how you do this thing. No say we dey here will be mumu. No, teach us. No, we just do and make it work well. They go say no. Make I go buy Innocent. Say Innocent is Nigerian made car. Innocent is an assembly plant. We've had those in Nigeria. Volkswagen will get assembly plant. Innocent gets his license from Nissan. Nigeria does not manufacture steel. We don't manufacture bolts and screws. How dare you say you have a made in Nigeria car? You have a car assembled in Nigeria. It's made in Japan. Won't be if I make car. Until you refine it. You cannot feed yourself in your country. You can't make enough food to eat. You can't even refine the crude oil that is in your ground. You have to go and call the countries of this world to donate to 1 billionaire. It was a global effort for 1 billionaire to build one refinery that we can't even see the impact in our life. Should Nigeria have one functioning refinery? Our government will be under military rule. 4 refineries were built in this country. None of them can work. Petrochemical engineering students are graduating by their thousands every year. Early taking refinery share. You people in the field, instead make una fight, make una field work. I keep telling Nigerians, it is, if to say fella carrying Afrobeat music as government hate am, fella packing bag and baggages, go stay for America. Will you people have this gift that he left here? The way Nigerian professionals think, it is the best of us. When we see that our country doesn't match our potential, now we suppose begin agitate. Now we suppose begin fight. Now we suppose begin organize to find the right people who go there so we can fulfill our potential. But now lie yo, not to run. Cowards. Run. Every generation, 70s, they run. They come back for 80s. Shekari scatter again, they run. When military come back, the other them come back for Obasanjo time again. Say opportunity. Only opportunity na define. Now they find development, they don't come back again. Hey, sporting out, all of them don't die again. New generation say don't follow them. Why always running? Why are you running? Stand and fight for a great country without the best of us who have the idea of how things should be remaining in this country to fight for it to be like that. How dare we demand? So who is supposed to come and do it? Who is supposed to come and do it? And when people now run away, you know, as if I'm telling the example they there for us to see. You are not the first black people to serve these people. Our cousins served them for free in America. Free. They didn't pay shishi for 200 years. Does it mean they like them? Did they like them? Even after they became free, all these things people are doing in Europe and America, are you the first black people to do it? You're only the first Nigerian. First Nigerian to join army. First Nigerian to join American army. First Nigerian to enter Apple. Shush! Go and look at the first black people to do it. Look at their generations, their descendants. Where are they today? Those people that first went to serve in their army, work in their company, do this one for them, make most of the things invented in America were invented by African Americans. The only thing European ever invented was the patent office to steal idea. I beat my heart and tell you that one fact. Does it mean they like them? They serve all their life. Look at their descendants on the street selling drugs, getting shot in gangs, portraying them negatively every second on TV. So able to fight for what is your own. That will even give pride to those your cousins that are being abused all over the world. That they will have somewhere to run to back home. To meet a place that you have built that can fulfill their potential. No. You want to run and claim that you are better than them. That's why they vex me. You now run, you uneducated Africans, whenever now can't go America. Say, African Americans are lazy. African Americans are they don't like to write. We are the they look and say in any day. So I want to know that thing. It always surprise me. And on our rulers too, any small thing. African leaders don't run go White House, run go Paris. Let me tell you, any leader that is, any African ruler that is welcome in Europe and America can never develop Nigeria, can never develop his country, can never make anything work in his country. I repeat, show me one African ruler that is allowed to enter Europe and America that has done something good for their people. Name one. Name one African ruler that is allowed to step into Europe and America that has done something great for their people. Name one. If una know say the sign say una leaders they corrupt and your leaders are not for you, is that they go and shake hand with European leaders in Europe and America. Why do you feel that you're going to serve these same people with all your talent? I'm not saying don't create something that the world will not like. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't do business with the world. I'm not saying don't expose yourself to the world, because we are not trapped. We can't trap ourselves. Yes, but your source must be here. All those things you are giving to the world, you must also be giving it to your people. If you can't be giving it to your people, why are you giving it to the world? Many people will go to Europe and America. They will serve as doctors for 20 years, 25 years. They will come back to Nigeria. If they are not commissioner for health or you don't give them minister, they have nothing to do for Nigerians. They will never serve and they will never build hospital and come back and only very few will serve, come back and build hospital to try and help their community. Very few, maybe 1 or 2%. People will go work for bank, or they come back is politics. They want to pack the money into, not to sanitize the banking industry. How many of our ministers, people will say na taxi they drive? A taxi driver, okay, that's still part of transportation. You drive taxi, drive Europeans up and down the place, 20 years, 25 years, you do taxi. You come back to Africa, you say if you not be minister of transportation. So, look at the president of Gambia today. He was a security at Argos. Because you guard the supermarket. Does that mean you can guard the country? Does that mean you can guide the country? Putin is a white man. Putin. Vladimir Putin. He's a white man. He's a European man. Can he step foot in any European or can he step foot in any of the Western European countries? Can he step foot in Germany? Can Putin step foot in France? Can Putin step foot in Holland, Belgium? They will arrest him immediately. Can Putin step foot in America, in the United States? Can he step foot in England? Putin dare not. They will arrest him immediately. Why? Because he is for the Russian people. Good or bad. Listen, whether Putin is good or Putin is bad, Putin is for the Russian people. Whether it's for the rich Russians or it's for all Russians, I don't care. But Putin primarily will not betray Russia. Therefore, the leaders of the West don't want to see him. For those people to want to see you, you must be willing to betray your people. You must be willing to betray your people. For those leaders of those worlds, for those Western world leaders, to be willing to see you, you must. How many times does Xi Jinping travel to these countries? Xi Jinping has more business. That is China, the Chinese premier. So Xi Jinping, China has more business with UK, with America, with France than Nigeria can ever have at the moment. Does Xi Jinping visit China, visit France and UK and America the way your own Nigerian leaders? Now, we are going to Davos. We are going to. Our president right now probably is not even in the country, visiting one of these people. Abubakar asked a question. He said, does that mean Abacha good? No, it just means Abacha is better than these people that we have today. No, but that's just a joke. That's just a joke. Abacha's reason for not being loved by the West had nothing to do with the development of his own people. You understand? I'm talking about democratic government. We don't judge anybody that is a dictator. Once you're a dictator, you are falling below any standard. Anybody can do you as they like. The reason Abacha and the US and the UK did not see eye to eye had nothing to do with Nigerian people. It had everything to do with the interest of Abacha and Abacha's family. You understand? No Nigerian ever cast a vote for Abacha. The mistake Abacha made be say he no arrange his own fake democracy. You see Putin, he has arranged his democracy. I am a Nigerian. I will never use my mouth to tell Russians how to rule themselves. Putin is their man and they vote for him. They vote for Putin. What do you want me to say? Putin is a representation, a democratic representation. Putin is a democratic representation of the Russian people. Abacha is not a democratic representation of Nigerian people. You understand? So that's the reason why we cannot name Abacha in this same category we are talking about here. You know. And instead of these people, all these our professionals, to come up with the right theories, to come up with the right theories to fix the problems of this country, which is that which means maybe say our own professionals students say them go work hard, because there's no theory that fixes Nigeria without the dedication of the Nigerian professional. But the Nigerian professional, I don't know which are in the education. So I don't really blame us as a people. I just blame those of us that don't want to abandon what we have been conditioned. We don't want to take the effort to say, okay, all this is why don't they do when nothing change. This different way people they talk. Let me just look at what is going on in the world from that perspective. We don't want to put the effort. That's my problem. It's not why we are the way we are that is my problem. I know why we are like this in Nigeria. I know why things are the way they are like this, why Nigerians think like this, is our education. That education where we go through as Nigerian people, the education where we go through as African people, is a very dangerous education. Very dangerous education. See, again, what about Murtala Mohammed? I've told you, don't mention anybody in uniform to me. Only one exception of uniform man. And you know what they say in the world? And it takes an exception to make the rule. If there's no exception, there's no rule. There must be an exception that makes the rule. The only exception for military for Africa is Thomas Sankara. The only exception that makes the rule for military uselessness in Africa is Thomas Sankara. And who killed Thomas Sankara? They are the best shining light of the military in Africa, the golden child of African military, the best African military man, the most respected, prestigious of them, the most incorruptible, the most intelligent of all military men in Africa was Thomas Sankara. Who killed him? The same military we're supposed to cherish him. We're supposed to say all of us are useless. So, but say from among us, we these useless animals, something like you could come outside. Or Momo, they protect this man. Now they still shoot him for back. You understand? So for this one, me, I'm sure I am right. Because exception day for this rule. No military man. I don't want hear. So let me continue. So they will be bringing out stupid theories. Like this theory we will get for Nigeria, saying Nigeria divide. Make Nigeria divide. Nigerian elites refuse to truly look at the true reality. That they are the problem. Even if Nigeria divide to 5 million pieces, as long as we have these people among all of us in these 5 million pieces, when they go still come and then go rule these 5 million pieces, you will be the same thing. Sudan/South Sudan. Sudan was one country. The northern country was Arabs. The lower country was Africans. The Arabs oppressing the Africans with the help of those Africans among them that the Arab liked. Then those Africans are saying this oppression is too much. We must divide this country. It's not fair. Then they divide the country. South Sudan and Sudan. Look at the two countries today. Now only the Arabs are together. In South Sudan, only the black. The imperialistic needs of their leaders are still destroying those two countries. The imperialistic needs. Division can never be progress. The truth of it is that Nigerian elites should gather and look at the Sultan of Sokoto, look him dead in the eye and say to him, let our people go. Let our people go. But they can't look at him in the eye. These northern leaders in Nigeria, they are still teaching in those their madrigals, in those Ilekeu, they are teaching our young people an extremist version of Islam called Wahhabism. They are teaching our young people an extremist version of Islam called Wahhabism. So that's why you hear Muslim people telling you that Islam is a religion of peace. That what the people are doing is not Islam, but the people that are doing it are Muslim. Sha. That's what I keep telling them. Yes, you say it's not Islam, but the people doing it are Muslim, and your Islamic community is not doing anything. So stop acting, stop saying it's not Islam. We hear, but the perpetrators are Muslims. So you must handle that. They are teaching young people, they teach them Wahhabism. Saudi Arabia, where starts the Wahhabism? This is how wicked African people are to their own people. Saudi Arabia now, that spread this Wahhabism, they are doing everything in their power to stop it in their own country. Go and look at them today. They are trying. But in Nigeria, they are spreading it far and wide. They are making it stronger. What we must feed the youth of northern Nigeria as the youth of southern Nigeria is Pan-Africanism. That when when we are frustrated, we have no ideology, no African ideology to vent our frustration. Make I tell you the truth. That is the reason why most people come to my life. Because I articulate our frustrations. Because I can vent it from an ideology called Pan-Africanism. If you embrace an ideology, that ideology, if it's true to your development, will always give you way to resist oppression. Our northern brothers and sisters have never been given anything but Wahhabism. That's why when you make them vex, they go straight to burn and destroy. It's not their fault. It's the education that the northern elites are giving them. It's an extreme. Because the northern elites, they still have the ambition of carrying out jihad. Is Saudi Arabia doing jihad? How many Saudi Arabian princes are riding around Arabia doing jihad, trying to steal land for their people? How many of them are still doing it? They have settled down. They are building nations. Look at Qatar is hosting World Cup. Saudi Arabia is doing amazing things all over the place. In fact, Saudi Arabia owns almost all the tech companies. They have invested their money far and wide, to the extent that their leader can kill an American journalist, chop an American journalist to pieces, and America still does business with him. America still welcomes him. America still allows him to do anything he likes in America. That is the power that they have gotten by modernizing their ideology. You people are still here dreaming of jihad. They got there now, African elites. The northern leaders of Nigeria are still here thinking they want to do jihad to southern Nigeria. Check what Denny. If I tell them I no get sense, they will say Seun is rude. Seun na Igbo smoker. Seun because you people are stuck in some. You want Arabs to see that you are more Arab than them by killing your brother in the name of jihad, so that they can respect you, that you're Islam, you're own Muslim. So wait, when you prove to them that you have done jihad, no, let's even say that you northern elites are lucky enough to carry out your jihad and you wipe us out and you Islamize Nigeria, do you think that the Arabs will respect you as Muslims still? Because I know that's your problem. Because when you people go for Hajj, you don't come back and say the truth. Just like when Europeans, the southern Nigerians, when you people go to the West, you don't come back and say the truth to your people of what your eye, they see for there. When they come back and tell how the racism, the discrimination, but you just come back with your fine clothes. You start building one house with your fine shoe to show your brother, America is good, they enjoy, guess, yeah. But the things your eye they see, they talk on. Same thing as you northerners when you go for your Hajj. The discrimination, the way they treat your women like prostitutes. My friend tell me, say, any African woman will go for Hajj, they respect them. They feel that because they go with him, papa. He said, they say all African women are prostitutes. They touch their breasts. They think that if you talk, they go beat you. I said, really? I said, never, I can never happen. And they don't get police. He said, they tell me, oh ha. So you people go there and you get disrespected. So I know that's why you come here. I want to prove your Islam. Prove. That maybe they see that you are killing your brother in the name of Islam. They will respect you. They will never. Because what they hate about you has nothing to do with whether you are carrying out jihad or not. What they hate about you is that you are cowards. That you are men that cannot build countries. So you are beneath them. When they hear you talk about all these things, you want to come and hide money in their country, you want to come and buy house, they see you as, that's why they see you as inferior. Because you lack imagination. Not because you lack violence. You have killed Nigerians for 60 years. You've been killing Nigerians. Yes, for 60 years. So why would they think that you lack violence or you lack... That's not the problem. They don't respect you because you lack imagination. That's the issue. So the Nigerian professional, the Nigerian elite, you are so alike. You know, because now they train us. So we are just a small version of you. Our behavior, that's why Nigeria can't change. That's why we are fighting about supermarkets. Now let me tell you the story of SAP. Why privilege in this country? What is the beginning of... As Nigeria gained independence, because they cannot teach you well, so you will not know what is... SAP, Structural Adjustment Program, is the foundation that modern Nigeria is built on. No single... If this country gets intellectuals, professors, we love this country. If all these journalists, after politicians now, the journalists of Nigeria, meaning on social media, the influencers, all those people, because you are all journalists, that's why it's called social media. You, after politicians, is you people. There's no punishment the ancestors of Africa want to heap on politicians of this continent that they will not give to everybody involved in media in Africa. Because if every week in this country there's no show about structural adjustment program, that nobody is talking about it every week to explain what have we gotten, because this is what we are discussing here. Whatever that Chinese restaurant is based, the foundation is based on structural adjustment program. For the young people we don't know, structural adjustment program was a IMF policy we bring Babangida into power. Now the thing will make them remove Buhari for power. Because Buhari, I mean, people can say Buhari is stupid, but in 1982 when they presented him with structural adjustment program, he looked at it and he said this is nonsense. It will destroy Africa. Africans will never grow. They will never have jobs. He refused to implement it. That's what led directly to Buhari school. And IBB came in and implemented the structural adjustment program, which was a policy pushed directly on Nigeria by your favorite hero, Abiola, who was a stooge of the CIA. I'll say it all day. Abiola headed ITT. Go and look at the history of ITT today. ITT has been exposed globally. Only in Nigeria will not say the truth. ITT has been exposed globally as a CIA front. It's a company that they've used to launder money and sponsor coups all over the world. To the extent that even IBB Tokam for This House Has Fallen. IBB said it in the interview with Kalmaya in This House Has Fallen that Obasanjo sponsored his coup against Buhari. Obasanjo sponsored the coup. I say Obasanjo, Abiola sponsored this coup against Buhari. And there's still rumors. This one I cannot even verify, but there are rumors that it was Abiola too that paid for the coup of Buhari against Shagari because he did not enter the office. Shagari did not give him ticket in the second term, so he paid for the coup to remove him. Paid for Babangida to enter too. That one Babangida took him by himself. Because he was the champion of structural adjustment. What is it? Structural adjustment program basically meant that Nigeria should open its markets. Why should Nigeria have to open its market? When we gain independence, for some reason, the intelligence of those people that time understand, say, for Nigerian industry to grow, for our manufacturing industry to grow, for Nigerians to grow as a manufacturing producing nation, we need to protect our market from more powerful countries. Countries who don't be more advanced than you. May they not come oppress your market with their goods. You have to protect it so that your people build and at least they're able to compete when they are finished building. So there was a law in Nigeria. Anything where any Nigerian man they manufacture. I'm telling you this. So this is why now this law make many of your parents get money for the 70s. Where they fella they craze. Where dollar was 1-to-1. Dollar was 1-to-1 up until about 1980 something. I remember the day when dollar turned to 1 naira to $10. Fella just come back from tour. It was 1991 or something. Dollar became 1 to 10 at once after structural adjustment program was passed. The naira crashed. 1 naira, 10 naira to $1. Everybody holla. But they never see what they come. They don't know what we did now. 1-3, 1-4. That whatever any Nigerian was producing, The law was that whatever any Nigerian man they produce must not be imported into this country. It was protected. So if a Nigerian man was making battery, as many of them were making batteries, car battery, all kinds of, but there were all sorts of industry in this country who are making everything we use in Nigeria. Don't let anybody tell you any like it was this elite, their greed, their wickedness, their short-sightedness. Make what they tell us, they say Nigerian man cannot make anything. To defend their own ineptitude, the betrayal, really betray. You know, these people, after they betray you, they will not come and blame you and name you according to the betrayal that they betray you. We that were producing everything we are using in this country, people sabotage us. Those saboteurs now come back and say, Nigeria don't make anything. Now, can you make, black man cannot produce anything. These same military and political idiots. Anything in Nigeria man they make cannot be imported into this country. So if Nigeria man they make battery, whatever they make, whatever we get, they don't allow Europeans to bring those things into our market. So our economy was booming. Manufacturers were springing up. Look at these buildings way in Oregon. Kudrat Abiola, you know how many factory? Oba Akran in Ikeja. Go and look at all those areas, abandoned factory everywhere. What do you think was happening in all those? Why do you think we built all those places in the 80s? Ajaokuta steel mill was being built to help us begin heavy manufacturing. Till they came with Babangida and sabotaged that project in today, so that Nigeria is not a steel manufacturing country. And any country, when they produce it, when they manufacture your own steel, that has to import steel, can never develop. Because steel is a bedrock of development. If you have to import, how can Nigeria at 60-something-year-old not have a steel mill? We don't have a steel mill. How many rice mills do we even have? Talk more of steel mill. This is what all these people sabotaged. Our enemies saw that Nigeria was emerging as a powerhouse, as a manufacturing and a producing powerhouse. So we even dream reach Ajaokuta steel mill. These elites begin do their magomago among themselves. America come with their bribery of their Abiolas. These people begin to tell Nigeria and say, if we allow these foreign goods to enter our country, they for everybody. This was Abiola's argument, and your fathers and mothers were stupid enough to believe him. Fighting people like Professor Adedeji. There was, I will never see, my mentor, his name is Kuli Adedeji. His father, you might not know him because they don't tell you your real heroes in this Africa. His father's name is Professor Adedeji. Go and look at his work under South. This man went far and wide, crying to all Africans. This man wrote report upon report with research, clear-cut research that shows that SAP had no benefit. This man was the head of the economics of United Nations when he was doing this. He was not a small man. United Nations economic, he was their organ. Till he controlled economical thinking in that place for decades. That's how much of a genius this man was. His own country rebuffed him. Abiola, now they listen to. Abiola, now they listen to. Open Nigeria's markets, that the competition will be good for our local manufacturers. You, a local manufacturer, will say, you never gather $2 million. You want to compete with a company that is billions. This will just bring anything that they have into Nigeria. They will price it cheaper than yours. Because yours will cost, they can take the losses, the initial losses. The way Dangote operates his monopoly. And this Lafarge, if you come up to do cement, they'll just crash the price. They will just crash the price. Because they know they can afford the losses for 6, 7, even 1 year. They can afford those losses. You will be startup, they no born you way. Wakogba woleni. So this is the game that the Europeans played on African manufacturing. All our factory closed down. And this is where we are today. It's the same attenuate that you people are still doing it today. You don't understand that you opening the market. This open Nigeria is why Nigeria can never develop. Because they can always use modernization to cover underdevelopment. What you have is modernization, not development. So all the rich elites can buy the latest TV made in all the countries. They can use the latest car, live in house with the best AC, made in all the. They will modernize their space. But can the country develop? Can the country develop? So that is why you have no privilege in your country. You are fighting. Now let's discuss the real topic. We are here so that we are now in a situation where Nigerians think that entering Chinese supermarket. And let me tell you people something. This is capitalism. Capitalism. And capitalism above respect private property above anything else. Private property. If a German man comes to this country, so why your government allow him to own the land where he won't own? In South Africa, there's a place there, they don't allow all South Africans to enter, a whole town. I repeat, in South Africa, there's a whole town that white people don't let any black person step their leg inside. You don't know what capitalism is? Private property is private property. You can shout yourself house. That's why your government will rush there. Say, when they go close that place, and I can't hear the story where or what really happened there from very dark black man. When he tell me everything, I can't look, say, so government won't make people think, say that they fight for them. Everybody is wicked. Everybody is wicked. I'm not talking supermarket for SA. I say a whole town. More than let me verse. Go Google the name of this town. Come outside. There's a whole town. There's a whole town in South Africa that they don't allow black people step a foot inside. Exactly. That's the name of the place. Republic of Orania in South Africa. So exactly, Akinyolu, you know this place I'm talking about. So please, nobody should ever come and tell me I don't know what I'm saying. It cannot happen in South Africa. I said there's a whole town. Because you people sit down here and you allow for what they call expats. There's a whole employment category that Africans cannot access. I repeat, there's a whole employment category in Nigeria that Nigerians cannot access, reserved exclusively for the whites. Every company has it. At the top positions of the richest, Dangote, your richest man, go and bring his company chart. Let's look at how many Nigerians are in the top echelon of his management. You are denied access to the top echelon of Dangote management. Nigerian professionals who want to enter Chinese supermarket. Dangote sells your property, your resources. You cannot enter the top echelon of his job, of his company. Can you enter that one? That one no pay no now. That one is okay. What do they fight there? Who be now Indians and Chinese now? How many Nigerian workers they do? Nigerian workers are to carry load, to carry. They are the carriers. Carry put here, carry drop there. Have you seen a homeless? Do you know what privilege is? Have you seen a homeless white man in Nigeria before? Why are there no homeless white people in Nigeria? Are they also hardworking and productive? They are also great in navigating their lives. White people don't have drug problem in Nigeria. White people don't have alcohol problem in Nigeria. There are no violent white people in Nigeria. With the way they treat people that work in their companies, I stand and I see the way Indians, Lebanese, Europeans talk to Nigerian workers like they are less than shit. You people don't even, you allow all of that every day of your life. Bunch of cowards cannot speak up for your own interest. Yes sir and yes ma don't destroy your soul. All the best schools in Nigeria have British and American in front of it. Can your children access the education, the educational standard that European children have in this country? I repeat, the primary and secondary educational standards that Europeans have for their, and Lebanese and Italians have for their children in this country. Can your own children access such a privilege? The neighborhoods that Europeans and Americans and Chinese and they occupy in this country, can your children and your family access such a privilege? Is the one that, oh, you don't want to access the privilege where you will collect their money. Is the privilege where you will show them that you have money. I think that's why Floyd Mayweather, anything he buy in Gucci shop, they must put it in the news. Floyd Mayweather spent $1 million in Gucci shop today. That's why they drive down the $2 million. So they don't let her enter that Gucci shop. How can he show his other? See, I understand why African rich people must fight to keep all white shop open to them. Because if white shops are not open to African rich people, how will they show that they are better than us? Exactly. You people, once you hear you cannot enter white shop, you must lose your mind. Because that is where your essence is. The essence of the African elites is in European shops. So if any foreign shop say don't enter, Lasso, how will I let my brother in Enugu know that I know how to eat chow mein? My brother in Enugu, when we say only fufu and edika, or her soup is abi. Local man we never travel before. How I want to take no say a better pastor. If I don't say you the chop chow mein. Is a bit chop chow mein. Is a bit chop chow mein. Isn't that what you want? Go and look at Tommy Hilfiger, Balenciaga, Gucci. Look at their history. D&G was Dolce & Gabbana was a Nazi company. Sewing clothes for Nazis that kill everybody in this world. They were the Nazi, I mean, it was D&G now. Yes, Dolce & Gabbana. They were the official Nazi costume designers. Oppressor costume, Adidas, all this for us to be saying that these people that don't like us, go and look at Gucci's racial history. It's all over their employees talking about how racist they are to them. Even there was a time Tommy Hilfiger said doesn't make clothes for black people. Balenciaga doing blackface, Moschino doing blackface, all of them doing blackface, racist adverts, insulting us, but because they know you people, that you have nothing to show as human beings except them. The shops, these brands know that you African elites and big men of Africa, you have nothing to show. As they are your symbol. That's why when African musicians are saying we are doing it for the culture, I say which culture? Because the symbols I see there are all European. You can't carry European symbol on your head and tell me you are doing African culture. That's madness. Culture is symbol. Culture is symbol. So what privileges? Since my existence, sorry, not the Hugo Boss. Oh shit, it wasn't Dolce & Gabbana. It was Hugo Boss. Even was, sorry, I made a mistake. Hugo Boss. This leather, it was Hugo Boss. The official designer of Nazism, of fascism, was Hugo Boss. Who are these people? Who are they? But they know who our elites are. Those that cannot show anything except them. Finish. So you must fight. And all the things you cannot access, all the privilege. I used to tell my white friends that you don't have white privilege in America now. What white privilege do you have here? Pack your bag and baggages. Come to my country and live like a king. Come to Nigeria and live like a king. Me, I know Nigerian people that will leave their bedroom for you to sleep. So far you are their friend, you are rolling with them. They will leave their bedroom, you sleep there. They also together. Do you know that many Nigerian companies, many Nigerian businessmen, when they want to go apply for contract with our own Nigerian government, they must carry Oyibo. There's a job in this country, Oyibo, where they hire Oyibo. Your own job, you don't know anything about the company. This Oyibo, they do for every company. If I dey lie, me, I don't see better. These white people, they are in every company. They know nothing about the company. They are not experts in the job. They don't know any technical anything. Their job is to attend meeting with government, with the Oga, or with their employer. Anybody will give them contract. Once they don't see you for the side of the white or black man, now that's how their mind will come down. If I did lie, me, I don't see better for my life. All of them might come outside now and deny that is a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. If I did lie, make I don't see better for my life. That they don't have this Oyibo for that job. This is who they are. So why would I be surprised that somebody say he doesn't like you, and your response to somebody that say he doesn't like you is he must like me by force? Because that person controls your destiny. You know you cannot do more than him. You need him. You need him to shine. Without him, you can't shine. Have you ever seen a policeman in Nigeria give an Oyibo man slap before? You don't see how many Oyibo don't collect slap for police and for Nigeria before. In fact, how many Oyibo has even been slapped by anybody in Nigeria before? Do you know how many Nigerians Oyibo slap every day? Lebanese, India, Chinese, they tear them slap. Lock them inside factory. You don't want to they lock them inside factory. The factory catch fire, all the workers die inside. They say, they call the Chinese people say, why they lock the factory? They say because the Nigerians they thief things for the night shift. So they lock them inside. I mean, they know if they thief something. So when the foreman will lock the door, no con day when the fire start. That's why everybody die. Did we ban Chinese people in this country for that? Did we ban Chinese people in this country for that? Have you seen Nigerian police? Have you seen Oyibo man inside raiding bus before? Me, I don't dare for this occasion they can't raid. Oyibo tell where they raid. They not even near, like, let's say the Oyibo, they be ghosts. You know what I tell you? The police, they dodge the Oyibo like this, go die in Nigeria. Hey. For joints, where everybody, they commit crime together. You don't ever see Oyibo and police for side of road, even they argue. Say they don't the side of road. As we they argue every day.
They shout on top the police. They shout, you never see them, they shout.
Can you access your police like that? Do you have access to your police like that? This is your own country. You're inside your own country. Do you see how police shoot black people in Europe and America like fly? Do you see how your police shoot African people here like flies? You don't hear, say, stray bullets meet Oyibo for Nigeria before? I'm 41 years old. I never hear them. In my 41 years of existing in this Nigeria, I never hear say police kill Oyibo before. But we Africans are killed all over the world by this same police institution. Because I told you yesterday, all your elite wants to do is to run this institution. Just like the Islamists for North. We want to show the Muslims, say, we are more Muslim than you. You see this, your Southern leaders, they want to show the people, say, we are more Western than you. These things that you need your institutions to do, we can't do. Can you get loan? I say all Oyibo people, Chinese people, they come to this country with a letter from their government. They will take that letter, enter any bank. Nigerian banks will pack loan, give them at low interest rate, and they give to Nigerians. Oyibo go dey do business all over the place. Etisalat will come for this country. Maybe they say na foreign investment. How did Etisalat now access almost $2 billion in local loans where they no pay back? They can't run go. Amcon had to buy the company. carry the gbese put for Nigerians' head. How is a foreigner access $2 billion in local money? We know Nigerian local business can ever say can access $10 million. Africans cannot get loan in European banks. They say it's because it's white owned. I always ask, all the banks in Africa are African owned, black owned. Every single one. How come we cannot get loans too? But the way you go, they see loan, then they see loan here. Does that concern you? Some Nigerian guys say you can get loans in the UK. Oh my God, the Africans, oh God. It is not impossible. But for every one African person, black person that gets loan in UK, trust me, 25 whites have gotten loan first. Before they give one African, 25 of their people don't collect, don't secure. So understand. Give yourself brain. Stop majoring in the minor. We want to fight for access. Let's fight for access of our country. Let's own our country. Let's run our country. Let there be no jobs that our country operates that African people cannot do. What's the meaning of that when we are occupying all kind of top positions all over the world? So Africa is the true home of white privilege. Because at least for Europe and America, they see some homeless white people. You know that if you go to their own country, you still see homeless Europeans, you see homeless Americans. But in Africa, we rather die than allow a white man go on the streets. What? Even for Nigeria, our own landlords in Nigeria, this elite, go to your apartment now, bring Oyibo and African man to a Nigerian landlord. Say there's a client that is Oyibo is looking for a house. There's a Nigerian man looking for a house. Nigerian landlord, who do you want to give house? There are some buildings in VI that only rent to Oyibo. Yetuwanko. They only want experts. They only want experts. They will say it, oh ha. We only want experts. Wabi by so rubbish. Koshi danu.